We back with another Cartel video, bro. I ain't react to Cartel videos in a minute, bro. Like, in a long time. So, we got another one. Five-time streamers mess with the wrong cartels.
15 on her YouTube channel, Pamela Montenegro started speaking out against the corrupt Mexican government and cartels. She soon discovered she'd made a big mistake, which she paid for with her life.
Oh my
Here are
gosh.
5-time streamers messed with the wrong card.
I'm not messing. Look, bro, that's why I don't care. I be careful what I say when I watch these videos. For real. Like, you gotta realize these cartel dudes, they normal, they not celebrities. They normal people. They live everywhere. You don't know who's who. You feel me? Like, I'm not, no. I ain't doing nah. And shout out to the Mexicans too. I love Mexicans, man. I love the culture. I love the food.
In 2017, Juan Rosales made a daring
I watched the video
mocking El Mencho. What he didn't know is that video would come back to haunt him. Juan Luis Lagunas Rosales was born in Sinaloa, Mexico, a place known for its beautiful beaches and vibrant culture. But we all know it's also the place of notorious drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman.
Exactly.
And as a child, Lagunas was
the last place. I'm not going. When I went to Mexico, I went to Cancun, bro. Resort area, stayed in resort area. I'm not going that's one thing. Love the culture. You feel me? Not going nowhere else other than the resort area. I promise you. I'm not going to Sinaloa, no Tijuana, none of that.
At 15, he moved to Culiacan, where he worked washing cars to support himself. Despite the challenges, Lagunas found solace in his new community. He started attending parties and soon became known as El Pirata de Culiacan, or the Pirate of Culiacan. His fun-loving personality and entertaining videos on social media quickly made him a local celebrity. People loved watching him have fun and be himself. He started landing invitations to more and more parties, and soon became a regular on the social scene.
Él era Juan Luis Lagunas Rosales, mejor conocido como el Pirata de Culiacán. Un joven de 17 años quien se hizo famoso en redes sociales desde hace 2 años.
As his online presence grew, so did his opportunities. He started appearing in music videos and promotional events,
just stay in your lane, bro,
with his youthful energy and playful antics. And as a result, Lagunas soon fell into a life of excessive drinking. He would post videos on social showing him chugging beer and bottles of whiskey, sometimes getting so drunk he'd black out. Unexpectedly, these videos started going viral. His social media skyrocketed, with over 1 million followers on Facebook and 300,000 on Instagram.
I can't even drink like that, bro. Like, how? That shit nasty, bro.
He then became a beloved influencer, known for his humor and good vibes.
Hey, if you live in one of these cities right here, why don't you own an apartment building? Seriously, let me show you a path that could absolutely change your life.
Lagunas became a known face on the internet that people seem to forget he was not yet of legal age. He continued to post pictures and videos on Instagram showing off his signature style and adventurous spirit. He grew a beard to look a little older and tattooed his arms with a pirate and a tiger. Lagunas also started posting controversial photos that didn't sit well with people, most especially since he was only 17. These pics had him with guns, luxury cars, and scantily clad women. In fact, these pictures made people think he was involved with Mexican drug cartels, but that wasn't true. However, a meeting with Beto Sierra, a social media expert, changed everything for Lagunas. Sierra encouraged Juan to move away from posting alcoholic-centric content and explore more profitable ventures. After that meeting, Lagunas tried his best to start...
Honestly, if the way they talking and the way they say he was, bro, he could have been one of the biggest, like, streamers, like, Mexican streamers, YouTubers, you feel me? Like,
a new life and started selling his own merchandise. He even tried singing, but despite these efforts, his troubles were far from over, and sooner than expected, his world came crashing down. Although the drinking age in Mexico is 18, El Pirata de Culiacan went back to posting videos of him drinking lots of alcohol. Like many teenagers filling up with liquid courage, he felt invincible and would often speak his mind without thinking twice. But in a place like Sinaloa, where violence and crime are rampant, being reckless with your tongue can have a serious consequence. After a series of daring statements, Juan Luis soon found himself in trouble after making a disrespectful comment about a powerful drug lord, Nemesio Segueda Cervantes, aka El Mencho. If you don't know who El Mencho is, he was once a policeman and is now the leader of New Generation Cartel of Jalisco.
And that's the thing, bro. They don't even know if that man's still alive, bro. They don't know if he deceased or alive. They don't know, bro. He like a ghost. That's why I'm
Those
no.
who know this guy in
I'm
Mexico
not with none of
know
that.
that he's not a man to be toyed with. And we'll tell you why.
I'm not with
this
none
guy's
of
the
that. He
most
can
wanted
have that.
person in Mexico and one of the most wanted in the U.S. He's responsible for killing at least 15 police officers in an ambush in Jalisco in 2015 and the mass execution of civilians in various states of Mexico. Born July 17, 1966, Cervantes came from a farming family with 6 siblings. Despite his humble beginnings, he chose a different path in life, one that led him down a dangerous and deadly road. El Mencho started small doing odd jobs for bigger criminal groups at just 14.
Crazy,
he later
bro.
moved back to the U.S. where he continued his criminal activities until he was arrested and deported back to Mexico. Back in Mexico, he joined the police
He
force
did spend some
before
time
he would
in the
decide
US,
to
bro,
go
so
into a
he
life of crime.
Already got a little idea how the U.S. is, how the U.S. work. Like
And at this
that's
time,
what I'm
he
saying.
joined the
You don't
powerful
never know.
Millennial Cartel as a hitman and eventually worked his way up the ranks, managing drug deals, money, and violence in several states. After a few years, he would take control of half the group and rename it Jalisco New Generation Cartel. Under El Mencho's leadership, the cartel became one of the most feared criminal organizations in the world, using advanced weapons and equipment that rivaled those of the Mexican.
Then people be like, the people that talk about or like just try to think they could go up against that. Like, I understand. All right, I said this in another video before. I get it. You feel me? Like in America, let's say you in the hood, somebody in the hood ain't a gang or something. Dudes hopping out. Got Dracos, got 9mm, Glocks, 40s, whatever, right? What you gonna do is 10 of them. Bulletproof armor, bro. They got AKs. I'm talking about M4s. Call of Duty guns, bro. Like, what you gonna do, bro? You can't do nothing.
One of the most
pulling up and
dangerous
pick up
criminal
trucks like that.
organizations in Mexico, and the second most powerful drug cartel after Sinaloa.
Hey, leave
Now,
them
this
people
cartel
alone.
is also associated with several kidnappings and torture of both rival cartel members and anyone who crosses them.
They got
in fact,
rocket
the U.S. government,
launchers,
as
like-
well as the Mexican government, is offering $10 million and $30
Not with none of
million
that.
respectively for any information leading to the arrest of El Mencho. In 2017, a drunk and intoxicated Juan Luis made a video of himself mocking this same El Mencho, saying something that would later come back to haunt him. After the video was posted online, little did Juan Luis know his words had severe repercussions after it went viral.
And that's the thing. They not with the hands. They not doing no fighting. They not, no. And what's crazy is he probably was so drunk. He probably didn't even mean. He probably don't remember saying that, bro. Probably seen that video next morning like, oh.
And Lagunas had just made a very dangerous enemy. In a region where drug cartels hold immense power, the streamer had just painted a target on his back. His fate was now in the hands of one of Mexico's most feared drug lords. December 18th, 2017, around 11 p.m., Lagunas was at a bar in Jalisco partying with his friends when a group of armed individuals bursted in and fired on him. Lagunas was shot no less than 15 times and died on the spot. A 25-year-old waiter also got hit in the crossfire and died later in the hospital. In fact, due to the severity of the gunshot wounds, Mexican authorities were unable to identify Lagunas until they saw his tattoos. While prosecutors are yet to determine the identities or motives of those responsible, they confirmed that the reason for the attack was most likely the videotaped insult towards El Mencho.
See? Leave him alone, bro.
Hola, yo soy la Nana Pelucas. Para quienes
I don't know about her.
Los que ya me conocen,
This
pues
new to
saben
me.
que me encanta.
December 4th, 2016, Pamela Montenegro received a deadly threat from the independent cartel of Acapulco, but she didn't take it too seriously. Now, this cartel doesn't just make threats lightly, as she soon came to realize. On June 15th, 2012, Leslie Ann Pamela Montenegro del Real started her online news magazine, El Sillon. But before that, she was an actress in a local TV show for young people. In 2015, she began making satirical videos that she posted on YouTube.
Quien ordenó el crimen fue un grupo liderado por Javi Daniel Cervantes El Barbas, opositor al cártel independiente de Acapulco, liderado por José Ángel Palacios El
I get what she's
Capuchino.
doing. She's basically like a journalist.
In these
or like
videos, she played a funny character named La
like a
Nana
local
Pelucas,
news person.
meaning the grandma in wigs, and she would wear a curly wig and big glasses. La Nana Pelucas often made jokes about politics, talked about culture, and also did beauty tutorials. She would use these videos to speak out against corruption and violence in her home state of Guerrero. She would criticize local officials, organized crime, and cartels in general, which was especially dangerous in Acapulco, as it was one of the most deadliest cities in Mexico.
Like,
now,
wow,
Pamela's work was important to her, and she ran a Facebook page.
Look, that's one thing here, bro. I'm from Baltimore, bro. I'm not gonna, like, it's videos that I see about the gangs and all that, like the if you ever watch Swamp, I'm quite sure if you watch this type of content, I'm quite sure you've seen Swamp Stories or like Tommy G or something like that. You feel me? That's why I don't watch that stuff. I don't watch because some of them dudes I've seen before. You feel me? Like, so I don't, anything that's close to home, I stay away from it. She could have reported all the way to, like, I don't know, reported some news in Cancun or something. Like, you feel me? Anything here, I stay away from.
Her husband, Samuel Muñoz-Uri, where they shared information and news with their community. However, Pamela was beginning to step on several toes, and she knew it when threats started coming in. This all began when she started poking at the independent cartel of Acapulco. This cartel's mysterious and secretive in Mexico. They only operate in the shadows, evading detection and accountability. But despite their stealthy nature, their effect could be felt, as they were responsible for hundreds of homicides in Acapulco and were a significant contributor to the town's violence. The cartel's secrecy made them hard to track, but their impact on the town's crime rate was undeniable. So on December 4th, 2016, a series of narcomantas, also known as banners carrying messages attributed to organized crime, were placed around Acapulco, containing threats aimed at several people, including Pamela and her husband. Now, the banners also mentioned a Facebook page named Denuncias Acapulco Sin Censura, on which citizens could report crime, violence, corruption, and abuse of power by the authorities. The banner claimed that Pamela was one of the page's administrators and warned her to take the page down if she didn't want to be dealt with. Despite these deadly threats, Pamela refused to back down and continued streaming her videos on YouTube. And also
some people, they do it. They like martyrs.
You feel me? Asesinada en la zona turística de Acapulco, la youtuber Pamela Montenegro, quien se hacía llamar la Nana Peluca.
February 5th, 2018, Pamela was in her restaurant, A Todos Los Santos, in the city of Acapulco. Between 6 and 7 p.m., two unidentified gunmen suddenly entered the restaurant and walked straight to where Pamela was sitting with her husband. And without warning, they opened fire at her and shot her at least twice in the face and stomach, killing her on the spot. Now, they didn't wait to check if she was dead, as they escaped immediately. On August 28, 2018, local media in Acapulco reported that a suspect in the murder of Montenegro was arrested one day earlier in a hotel located on the city's coastal boulevard. According to the reports, citing unspecified law enforcement sources, the suspect was nicknamed El Rusito, meaning the Little Russian, and he's been involved in a series of violent crimes in the city. However, despite that arrest, the Committee to Protect Journalists listed the case as unsolved 3 months later, and considered one of the local leaders, or most likely one of the cartels Pamela often criticized as the prime suspect for the murder. One obvious, undeniable fact was that this committee was careful not to mention the independent cartel of Acapulco specifically, out of fear of meeting the same fate.
That's crazy, bro.
February 22nd, 2024, Fofo Marquez physically assaulted a helpless woman during a road rage incident. This incident would catch the attention of a deadly cartel, causing Marquez to run for his life.
You assaulted a innocent woman, bro. I think she was older too. I missed that part, but really, bro? That's
July
crazy.
15th, 1997 marked the birth of Rodolfo Marquez, aka Fofo Marquez, a Mexican social media sensation. Growing up, his life was far from ordinary, with a grandfather who crafted shoes for Mexico's elite and a father who co-owned Total gas stations before his passing. While his family background remains largely private, one thing was clear: Fofo's wealth and privilege paved the way for his online fame. With a flair for the extravagant, Fofo's social media persona showcases his love for luxurious cars and high-end clubbing. His Instagram following skyrocketed to over 3 million, earning him the title of an influencer among Gen Z. Yet, Fofo's thirst for fame didn't stop there. Seeking new horizons, he would venture into TikTok, where he built a loyal fan base, but also stumbled into controversy.
I've never heard of this dude.
Just like almost every TikToker on the planet who is subjected to pulling stunts and posting daily videos to keep their followers entertained, Fofo did the same. July 7th, 2022. Fofo pulled a stunt that would spark outrage and put his life in danger thanks to a massive ego and a desire for attention. Now, this reckless decision would put him in the crosshairs.
Hey guys, did you know some drivers are ditching their car insurance and they're doing this instead?
Of Mexico's notorious New Jalisco Generation Cartel.
Every video I see them, bro. Every video. They don't play. It's either the Sinaloa cartel or them.
This particular day, Fofo took 3 luxury cars and parked them right in the middle of the Matute-Remus Bridge in Guadalajara, Mexico. Then he came down from one of the cars and began filming the traffic that was building up right behind him.
Close because I wanted to. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You couldn't do that here. Somebody got that. They call beat your ass real quick.
Contemplated doing a few TikTok dances while
let somebody be late to work.
Access to the bridge. Fofo posted on TikTok, and it wouldn't take long for that video to go viral. A lot of people were disgusted with Fofo, raining insults at him for his nonchalance and stupidity. In addition to the online insults, the mayor of Guadalajara was furious and threatened to take legal action against Fofo. Consequently, TikTok banned his account, removed the controversial video within 48 hours, and then Fofo apologized for his immature behavior on other platforms and requested forgiveness from those affected. The mayor accepted his apology but told him to perform community service, cleaning up the same bridge he'd blocked. With no other option, Fofo had to comply. But just as the controversy seemed to die down, Fofo's chapter with the CJ&G was only just getting started as the cartels sent Fofo a message, which quickly went viral on social media. The message came from this anonymous account that had been affiliated with the CJ&G, called Gente con la Gente NG, or People with the New Generation. The message was written in Spanish, but it roughly translates to this. Hello to all the people of Guadalajara. We are the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. As you might know, the influencer or bag Fofo Marquez dared to obstruct the flow of traffic on the Matute-Remus Bridge, which is an act that we don't tolerate. We will not allow this animal to get away with this. We are in charge of Jalisco and all of Mexico. We would not allow you to come to Guadalajara and do this type of thing. If you ever step in Guadalajara, not you nor your money would save you from us. Ooh, when he got that message, Fofo was terrible.
Bro, ain't no, like, okay, a lot of these people a lot of these people, bro, they either did something that tried to tear down the operations of the cartel, or like they try to, like, you know, spread awareness of what they was doing. But they on his ass for disrespecting like normal people. That is crazy, bro.
Terrified. He knew that no one could protect him from the cartel trying to kill or kidnap him. This fear was real, and Fofo knew that the CJ&G wasn't a group to be taken lightly.
They apologized.
They didn't just make threats they didn't intend to carry out. And as soon as that message spread, Fofo's life changed dramatically. He quickly apologized to the CJ&G online and fled to his parents' mansion in Mexico, seeking safety. However, soon he realized that even the mansion couldn't provide complete security. The family had hired armed guards to protect the house 24/7, but Fofo knew that this probably wasn't enough. This guy was so scared he couldn't leave the house for days. He stayed away from the windows and even carried a transceiver with him in case of danger. This was his life for months, until he finally found the courage to return back to normal. Now, anyone would have thought this streamer must have learned his lesson to never get in the bad books of any cartel ever again. But Fofo here seems to be a trouble magnet. February 22nd, 2024, CCTV picks up Fofo as he physically assaults a woman during a road rage incident at the mall in the central city of Naucalpan. Wow. It was later revealed that the unknown woman had accidentally hit the side mirror of the vehicle that he was sitting in, but as she offered to settle that dispute through her insurance provider, Fofo physically punches her several times until she falls and then kicks her while she's on the ground defenseless. Now, while some men confronted him on the spot, Fofo managed to escape in his car.
While he attacking her,
the woman received assistance from bystanders, who wiped that blood off her face with water and a tissue and offered to take her to the hospital. According to her, she believed Fofo assaulted her because he thought she was going to leave the scene of the minor accident. Now, on April 4th, 2024, Fofo was arrested by the State of Mexico's prosecutor's office in coordination with the state and municipal police of Nacalpan and was charged with the crime of attempted femicide. Now, his arrest was nothing compared to the frightening message he got from an unknown cartel. In the same month, people in the Infonavit Panamericano neighborhood discovered a white card next to a human head with bloodstains on the Rosas Magallon bypass. This white card was a narco message directly addressed to the 26-year-old influencer. The message on the card was written in Spanish, but roughly translates as follows: "If you touch a woman again, the same thing will happen to you and your family. In Tijuana, Mexico City, Guadalajara, or wherever you may be, you damn brat, Fofo Marquez. Sincerely, the ones from home." After Fofo received that death...
Bro, then they giving you more warnings to tell you to chill out. You still doing dumb
threat, he was immediately taken to the penitentiary and social reintegration center of Tlalnepantla for his safety, as he had once again messed with the wrong cartel.
I'm gonna get at y'all next, bro. Y'all be safe, be careful. Yeah, that's why you don't speak out, don't do none of that, bro. That's wild.